Welcome to Icelandic Formula Offroad, round number 4, the second round of 2 that went on in Akureyri. We will follow the action throughout this show in the unlimited class. Atli Amil with his first win on day number 1. Day 1 was action-packed, and day 2 looked to give us similar action. Atli Amil Ásgeirsson won day number 1. Guðmundur Arnarsson was second, Elias Guðmundsson third, and that meant that the championship standings, Guðmundur Ingi Arnarsson still has a 15-point lead, Elias Guðmundsson second, and Atli Amil Ásgeirsson third. Before we kick off the action, let's see some of the rolls and the action from day number 1. A big roll for Elias. Let's hear what he had to say at the end of day number 1.
Quite a big roll in the last course.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I was planning to get over the gate in the end, but that ended how you saw.
Do you think you'll be able to fix the car tonight and race again tomorrow?
I'm not sure. We have some of the spare parts with us, but not all of it, so we just have to see.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Not a lot of optimism from Elias. However, there was no reason not to be. Elias was first in the first track, his car completely repaired. However, after the big roll, he was a bit cautious going through the first track. Get some penalty points here. Track number 1 in day number 2 was a bit tricky, and he doesn't even try the final bank. Now this is Atli Amil Ásgeirsson, high after his win on day number 1. Gets some penalty points, and is a bit low. He touches the marker, and that means that he is out of bounds and therefore out of contention. He is unhappy with that. You could see Ólafur Bragi Jónsson, the Fox, the multiple champion, returning for this 2-day event. Ólafur Bragi did well to begin with on day number 1, however lost his ground. Nice maneuver there, which means that he goes on. Now will he manage the final gate? Full throttle, gives it all he got, but not enough. Birgir Sigurðsson, big rolls on day number 1, and he did not disappoint in day number 2. The doctor has seen quite a lot of rolls already, and Birgir would not disappoint in day number 2. First track, first roll. Now this is Ingólfur Guðvarason. He drives Guttin Reborn. Ingólfur been showing moments of brilliance, but not managed to connect them to complete a whole race and win it. However, does well here and goes all the way. First one to finish the whole track. This is Daniel Ingemundason driving the Green Thunder. Daniel has been competing in Formula Offroad for years, on and off. However, car problems all day meant that he was out of contention for any silverware. Next up, Thor Þormar Pálsson. He wanted to do better than he did on day number 1. And so far, so good. I'm not allowed to touch the marker there. Didn't seem to do so. Goes for the final bank. Has seen an almost identical car go all the way, but can't do the same. Needs to reverse out of a roll there. Next up, Ragnar Mikkelsen. He's driving Zombie and does not go very far. So here we are in track number 2. This is Atli Jamil. So what will yesterday's winner do? Full throttle here for the final bank. However, that damaged his car. Let's see it again. Big jump, bad landing. Let's hear from Atli.
You made a mistake in the first course. What happened there?
I did just go out of the course. Yeah.
And, in the second tracks, you almost made it up, but you did some damage to the car.
Yeah. When I did land on the hill, then I did broke the both front axles.
So you're trying to fix that now in the lunch break?
Yeah. My crew is trying to fix them.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So this means that Atli only had a rear-wheel drive for the rest of the competition, and that is quite hopeless in Formula Offroad. Four-wheel drive a must. However, like a true sportsman, he did what he could, took part in the rest of the competition, and loses it here in the river. And that could have ended badly, but no roll in the water. So that ended all Atli Jamil's hopes to continue on a winning streak. Here we have Ingólfur Guðvarason. This is Guttin Reborn. He went all the way in track number 1. Does not quite do the same here. Here is Magnús Sigurðsson. He drives the Cube. Magnús trying for the final gate. Does not quite get it. That's only 250 points. This is Geir Evert Grímsson. This course proving to be very difficult. Goes for the final bank. Does make it. Well done for Geir Evert, and he's happy with that. Very happy with that in Campi. So Þormar Pálsson driving Thor. Will he go all the way as well? No, doesn't. The local boy gave it his best. This is Haukur Einarsson. His car is very similar to Thor, and does basically exactly the same, which is quite funny looking at the circumstances. Next up, Elias Guðmundsson driving Rodeo. He was in a contention for a win on day number 1. However, day number 2 did not go well for him. Here he is in the 5th course. He was trying to make up for it in the time attack, but that did not end in roses. He finished outside of the championship points in the second day. Here we have Ólafur Bragi driving the Fox. Ólafur Bragi saw that the others weren't going up, so he tried a different route. That didn't work either. Guðmundur Ingi, he drives the Lion championship leader. Goes up, but a lot of penalty points, but that's enough to jump him into 3rd place. Here we have Fjölnir Guðmundsson. This is Eva, big roll. big roll and a heavy landing. Let's see that again. Fjölnir okay though. Let's see it from a different angle here. Gets a lot of power, spins the car on the rear wheels, and gets dug down in the landing. His debut. Here we have the standings. Gestur Ingolson leads. That's not something every day. Geirivert Grímsson second. Guðmundur Ingi third. Now let's hear from the leaders.
Gestur, first place after 2 courses. That must be the dream.
Yes, that is the dream.
And now we're moving over to the other area. Do you need to change your driving style for that area?
No, I don't think so. I think it is better for me. It is straighter tracks and more grip. That's good for me.
Yeah, that suits you. You, of course, have a lot of power and a lot of grip, so it's just full throttle for the rest of the day.
Yes, full throttle and up all the hills.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Guðmundur, it didn't go all that well in the first course of the day.
No, I was in second and not good to be first in that track.
But then you went all the way in the second course.
Yes, it was good.
What was the key to go all the way up there?
Have good speed up.
And now we're moving over to the other area. Do you need to change your driving style for that bit?
No, I think it's going to be similar of the second.
So just full throttle after the lunch break?
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Now let's move the action over to track number 3. This is Gestur Ingolson driving the Dream, and the Dream is real. Gestur leading after 2 courses, however a very, very tough third track. And as we can see here, we have Geirivert. Drivers were not getting up that bank. Here's Guðmundur Ingi. Would he go all the way? He gets over that big bank. That means that he could take a good lead now. However, somehow doesn't make it any further. That means that he only gets 140 points. Like the rest. Here is Ingólfur driving Guttin. He digs in with his left rear and won't go any further. Magnús Sigurðsson, he drives a cube and you can see the hole that Ingólfur made. Magnús goes right into it, and that spins him into a roll. Now Ólafur Bragi, this track very difficult. Ólafur Bragi, will he go all the way? No, won't. He won't even try it. He knew that there was nothing to gain from it really. Now track number 4. This is Jóhann Freyr Eilsson. Svanur, the driver of Insane, took a break after the roll in day number 1. And Jóhann doing well here at the beginning of track number 4. Goes for the final bank, but can't quite make it. The track is very long, and this is the second time that Jóhann has raced. Jóhann is going to give it another shot, it looks like. Yes, goes for it. Will he make it now? He's up with the front tires. That's enough to make it up. And Jóhann continuing. He touches a marker here. Yes, he does. And now he has over 100 penalty points. And it's very hard to go back down in these Formula Offroad cars. And often the most tricky part of the course. They don't really steer unless they're under throttle. So the drivers need to navigate the slopes. He does it well here. Speed is not always the answer, although it usually is. And now he goes for the final bank. Will he make it up? Doesn't look like it. No. But a decent try. Here we have Gestur Ingolson. He was in the lead. Will he manage to keep it? Penalty points already accumulating. Goes down. Needs to catch the gate. The white marker is the lower marker. Will he? He's probably going to go full throttle when he gets closer to the marker to try to spin the car around. But somehow backs out of it. That didn't look good. He doesn't find gear, it looks. He has so many penalties now that he needs to go all the way to be able to keep the lead. Backs it up, that's more penalty points. But managed to get the car spinned in the right direction. Now goes for the final bank, full throttle. Drives out of it. So that might be the lead gone. This is Ingólfur Guðvarason. He's driving Guttini Born. He can take the lead with a good run here. Does well here. There are really no penalty points so far. Very few at least. Catches a little bit there. Meaning he's got some penalty points, but it's looking good so far. Will he manage to get the lead here? Needs to get a good turn. The car very well aligned. And here for the final bank. Full throttle. Goes all the way, but doesn't quite go through the gate. And that ends in a big roll on the way down. It looked like he was already through the gate. What will the judges say? No, doesn't put all the wheels through it, so that's definitely not 350 points per length. But he gets some cool points for that big roll. Let's see it here from the outside. Yeah, never through there. Looked different from the onboard. And gets thrown down to the bottom. Now, Þór Þormar Pálsson. He could take the lead. Doesn't quite make it all the way. And that's both tires off. And rolling down the hill. Some axles broken on the rear, it looks. Now, here's Magnús Sigurðsson driving the Cube. Going for the final back here. Big jump. Big roll. Down the hill. That could be damage on the Cube. We'll see if he continues. Now let's see that again. Big jump there. Bad landing. And down the hill he goes. Next up, we have Ólafur Bragi Jónsson. This is the Fox. And he goes through the first gate. Going back down. He was sitting in 6th place before this track. And with all the other drivers struggling in this track, if he goes all the way, he could clinch the lead. Ólafur Bragi here, a lot of experience, gets a good run there, gets grip, goes all the way, and that means that he leads. And Gestur, that was leading before this track, fall all the way down to 6th place. Guðmundur Ingi now 2nd, and Ingólfur Guðvarason 3rd. Now we go to the 5th course. The track quite simple, very straight. Here we have Ólafur Bragi. He needs to go the full length to hold on to his lead. Ólafur Bragi going for the final bank. Doesn't quite make it. Needed more speed to get through there. Now 40 points for reversing. He's gonna give it another try, but doesn't quite make it. That means that he loses the lead if Guðmundur Ingi goes all the way. Which he does. Made it look easy. Guðmundur Ingi, our new leader. Now this is Þór Þormar driving Thor. He goes all the way as well. The local boy happy with that run. Next up, Haukur Einarsson. This track has proved easy for some drivers. What will Haukur do? He's quite slow here. Needs a lot more speed, but catches a lot of grip there. And definitely flies up the final gate. Well done for Haukur. Now Ragnar Mikkelsen driving Zombie. Will he go all the way? No. That's not looking good. That's a roll. Next up, Fjölnir Guðmundsson. His rookie weekend. And a big roll from Fjölnir. goes all the way down in reverse. And that ended his day. Here's Gestur Ingolson. Gestur was 6th after the last course. However, does well here, redeems himself and pulls back into 4th place. So he's in contention for some silverware. Here's Ingólfur Guðvarsson, he's 3rd. Goes all the way, so that means that he should hold on to his 3rd place. Now we move over to the time attack and the standings for the final course. Guðmundur Ingi leading Þór Þormar. This could turn out to be a true dogfight in the time attack, as so few points separate the two of them. Here we have them, Guðmundur Ingi on the left, Þór Þormar on the right, full on in the time attack. Winning the time attack would mean winning the race. Guðmundur Ingi looks slightly ahead here. We're closing to the halfway mark. Thor catching him a little bit, but that's very slow from Thor there, turning around, and Guðmundur Ingi takes a very good lead. That could be Thor throwing away any chance of a win. Guðmundur Ingi going through the water, definitely winning, although Thor is very quick, but no, that's definitely Guðmundur Ingi clinching the win from Thor. A good win from Guðmundur Ingi after a tough day number 1. Here we have Magnús Sigurðsson driving the cube. He got the best time in the time attack. Obviously his 4-cylinder setup going quickly around, and a lot of skill involved in this time attack. Now turns it around, sets it up for the water. Look at the speedometer, 90 kilometers an hour through the water. That is insane speed, but the float was perfect. As you can see here, a lot of speed going through the water, and a great win in this track. Here we have Ingólfur Guðvarsson. He was in 3rd place. Very slow here, needs to back it up. That means that he could be throwing away his 3rd place. Gestur Ingolson would only need to do a proper job, nothing special, to beat Ingólfur, and that's what he did, and got his first podium.
Gestur, you were first before the lunch break, but then what happened?
I screwed it up in track 4. I had to take a back and took many penalties.
But you're still waiting for your first victory.
Yeah, it comes some.
Guðmundur Ingi, the winner. He only needs to finish 5th in the next round to clinch the title.
Guðmundur, first place today, congratulations.
Yep, thank you very much.
What was the key to victory today?
I have a good feeling for this day.
Just, nice feeling for the car, and it just all played its part.
Yes, exactly.
And yeah, there was lots of competition today. Do you like the competition, or would you like just to be plain sailing out in front?
It's more fun to have a competition.
A fantastic race in Akureyri. The 2 days packed with action. Next time around we are in Egilsstaðir, a fan favorite competition, and a lot of action always.
I haven't got a clue.